AOA, all our action, hit the ring, get it crackin'. You got beef, step to me, book the match, man, we'll make it happen. Tenacity, I won't quit. Who you think you dealing with? I ain't one to be playing with. Run your mouth, I'll shut it quick. Look at me, I'm not amused. What else do I have to prove? There's no way that I can lose. Victory is what I choose. Said defeat, sir, I refuse. Hit the gas, man, time to cruise. He knows I'm about to bruise. Superstar, can't wanna move. Got goals, got visions. Yeah, I'm star on a mission. Put these lanes in remission. Slaying all competition. Crowd feeling here more. Fans feeling for more. Time to settle the score. I want action this war.
Oh, you already know what it is. We are back here for another episode of All Out Action Wrestling. What is up? It's your boy, NW Boss in the building, at part of the Take Action Tour. That the guys have announced our first stop in this tour take place in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We got a great night of action ahead for all these great fans watching here and, of course, our YouTube premiere chat. So without further ado, let's get the thing started, shall we? And we're going to kick things off here with some singles action as A2J is set to go one-on-one with Mr. Sean Wright. And right now, I'd like to say that we are coming off the heels of what was an eventful World Collide, to say the least. But we are also coming off of, I guess you can say, Lehi's not really letting things slide around here anymore, as you may say. Not handing out opportunity, but I will say A2J earned his opportunity to be in a triple threat match for the AOA World Championship by beating Darren a few weeks ago. So he will be joining Mac, Wolf, and Dave in a triple threat match at Breaking Boundaries in New York City. And will he become the world champion on that night? Only time will tell, but knowing A2J, he's not looking past his opponent tonight, and Mr. Sean Wright. A2J, a former two-time United States champion, looking to add the world championship to his list of accomplishments. And I think if anyone got the capability of doing that, it is, one, A2J. But he has to get past Mr. Sean Wright, a former AOA All-Star champion who probably is not in the best of moods, given the news that Lehi mentioned earlier in the week, saying that there will be no more free handouts here in All Out Action. And he feels that Sean is not worthy to be challenging for a championship at the moment. Because at Breaking Boundaries, he will be facing Adrian Oxley, the United States champion, but due to his gauntlet match performance, it will be a non-title match. And talk about getting under, kind of getting under the skin a little bit of Sean Wright. That definitely got to do it. I mean, seeing that it was Adrian Oxley who did cost Sean Wright the All-Star Championship several weeks ago. They're in a ladder match with Austin Wallace. So Sean, if anything, he's taking this matchup, probably going to take this matchup pretty personally. I can promise you that much. But nonetheless, here we go. A2J versus Sean Wright to kick us off. And matchup is underway. I would like to welcome you guys to another edition of All Out Action Wrestling. Again, it's your boy JW Boss in the building. So, of course, at any point during this episode, you feel so inclined, feel free to click the like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon. That way you don't miss another AOA or AOR or TNA upload. A2J looking to put in work to Sean here, not missing that. Not missing with that knee striking slider. Dropping the knee. Taking down Sean, now A2J. And some strikes here, kick to the knee. Both guys like to use their quickness, and A2J clearly well-versed in strike, but I'm saying that not to take away from Sean Wright because he does have Silent Dream super kick in his arsenal. We've seen him hit that out of nowhere. We've seen him end matches pretty quickly. He actually beat Austin Wallace pretty quickly. Whipped that Silent Dream super kick back in Armageddon and beat Shawn for the and beat Austin for the All-Star Championship in record time. Ooh, kick right to the face there. Oh, jumping neckbreaker from Shawn. And I also got to bug Shawn that he was intentionally singled out and not being in the Battle Royal. That really got to bug Shawn. So Shawn is definitely, got to take every match here, about as seriously as he can take it here. He can't be, toying around. He can't be letting his emotions get the better of him. Or else, it will backfire, and especially against someone the likes of an A2J, caught him with two beautiful Northern Light suplexes. But Shawn was able to stay in this one. It is pretty early, so I'm not too shocked here. But A2J, look at this. Springboard and blockbuster. Down he goes. A2J continuing to put in work. Here we go. Crossing the arm. Ooh! A powerful forearm. Dropping down Shawn. And A2J definitely, has evolved, has elevated his game, especially over the past season. Initially came in. This young guy wearing a mask and everything, which is all fine and dandy, but then had a partnership with Austin Aries for a brief period of time, which did garner him success, as I mentioned, two-time AOA United States champion. But ever since A2J came back, he's kind of been carving out his own path here, making his own career for himself. And like I mentioned before, he has a chance to become the world champion at breaking boundaries. But look at A2J right here tonight, though. Taking flight. Had a clear pass for Shawn Ryder, you may say. And took full advantage of it. Beautiful work. Here's a human highlight reel. Shawn needs to get back in this one. He has really been on the back foot in this matchup. Springboard blockbuster right there, straight into the cover instantly. It might be a wrap here for Shawn. He took out at one again. Gives the man prop. Definitely showing a lot of toughness. It's Shawn Ryder. Coming to chop there. He right to the face. And look at this. Now look at this. A2J just moving. I mean, really just moving here. He could, and the crazy thing, A2J could use his power if he wanted to. He does have a little bit of a strength advantage over Shawn. Over a drop kick in the corner. Shawn was able to sidestep that. Great body slam there. Down goes A2J, and now Shawn. And finally, takes firm advantage here. Kick right to the back. Little shots there. Shawn trying to do his thing, trying to do what he can here. And off to the rope. Slides under. Look at this. Up and over. Hurricane Rana. Nice job right there. All right, conceives this as a golden opportunity. Beat some of the likes of A2J, given the position that A2J is in. You can definitely, understand where the mindset of Shawn Ryder is. Oh man, he's gonna beat A2J, potentially get himself back into championship contendership of some sort. Springboard knee strike. Out he goes, and A2J rolling to the outside. Shawn up top, waiting on A2J, and look at this, go for a missile drop kick, but A2J literally stepping out of the way and causing Shawn to crash hard. Right there on the floor, and then face first, right to the ring post, and A2J taking firm advantage. A2J and Shawn Ryder, both AOA veterans, came in during the pretty early days of all-out action, but look at this, the great power slam from Shawn, as he was going for that Salida del Sol that we've seen him hit before. Didn't hit that numerous times, and that was usually set up for the cold breaker, but Shawn was ready. Taking firm advantage. And look at this, look at that, beautiful work. Beautiful work right there. Hurricane Rana off the top, Shawn gonna follow it up. Nice job off the elbow, taking flight, homie. Get your wings on, too. Took out that too. So close. Shawn getting a little bit frustrated. Now, what he does with the frustration, that'll make the difference. I mean, we saw back at next level, Shawn kind of, went to that extra mile a little bit to beat Tyson Young. Is he going to have to go to that? Is he going to go to that well again? Or beat A2J, use the exposed turnbuckle. Beat Tyson Young. Is he going to go to that well again? And it looks like he isn't going to keep it wrestling, and that much I do applaud Sean for. Dropping him down. You think this action is great, ladies and gentlemen? Then our main event, it will be Darren Tarzan versus Johnny Rivers, #1 contenders matchup for the AOA. Oh, goodness, #1 contenders. Sorry. Oh, okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. It's the back of the neck. I mean, A2J putting in work. I mean, these two guys are really putting in work. Let me focus on this. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ooh. A strike there from A2J. Come on, ref, get down there, boy. What you doing, bro? What are you doing? Are you playing Candy Crush? What's up, man? Anyways. You ain't going to hear A2J complain, but I got the right to. That took a bit too long to get down there. Come on, man. Get in it. Get with it. Over net breaker. Down goes Sean Wright. A2J. Calling him up to his feet. Melito. Left throw. Going to try it again. Take two. Fail. Sean catching him with a power slam again. It seemed like Sean was ready for this. Got A2J well scouted and slap across the face the second time around. Sherman suplex now. You guys have been putting on a several content to kick us off here. This is All Out Action is all about. This kind of what the Take Action Tour is all about to show, family, friends, and potential new stars of the business. What All Out Action is capable of doing. And it seems like, and I was wondering in my head, how is this environment going to affect these two men, given that, they're used to, by this point, that big stadium capacity. And look at Sean. They're trying to get back into it. But A2J stopped them once again. We wonder how they were going to get you to the stadium capacity. Oh, man. We used to have 1,000 people making noise, but when that number is dwindled and it's more, feels a bit more personal, how are they able to adapt? And so far we're seeing A2J and Sean, they're working this thing like it's another day at the office for them. This is a good move, and A2J, speaking of good move, hits that one right there. Beautiful spiral tap right there. Right to Sean Wright, who kicks that at 2. And then A2J going to follow it up nicely with a reverse DDT. I mean, it seemed like every time Sean was trying to get something going, A2J was one step ahead, and he got the split it up. No, he finally hits it. He finally hits it. And now A2J. That move typically sets up for the code breaker. A2J got Sean in his sights here. Great counter there from Sean. Slap across the face. Talk about getting in his head. That's the way to do it. Bind button. Down goes A2J. Oh, great counter right there. This time, he's not going to fall for that. Is he going to catch the arm? Going to bring him over to a fireman carry, then the half and half suplex in the leg of A2J, getting all caught up and tied up there. This ain't looking too good for A2J, and now Sean is finally finding his rhythm. Springboard, missile drop kick right to the face. You know what's up. That's the thing I like about these guys. They use some of these moves as a setup for their finisher, and Sean was trying to use the missile drop kick, trying to set up for the silent super kick. Backfired. A2J gets counted out into the corner. Northern Light suplex. Beautiful work. Down goes A2J. Sean got the cover. Might have it here. No, it does not. Sean is finally able to get something going, but he needs to finish it. Both guys know that they're about one big move away from ending this. Sean could have nailed that silent super kick earlier, wasn't successful. A2J attempted to deliver the code breaker earlier, wasn't successful. Sean kept it back up, and this time was ready for that second attack from A2J. And then the torpedo DDT, that's another one. Torpedo DDT finally connects for Sean. And now Sean's looking to put the thing away here. Got him lined in his sight. Off the rope. Wouldn't have did all. I think he kind of messed himself up there. Probably misjudged the distance. Probably thought he had a little bit more room to hit it. Wait, back elbow. Cold breaker from A2J. Sean got caught with a cold breaker. off the back elbow with a code breaker again. Second time in a row, A2J delivering the code breaker to Sean Wright, and that's a wrap. A2J turning this match around as quickly as he could. Caught it with a back elbow and immediately into the code breaker. Beautiful work from A2J, picking up the victory here and picking up the win in this matchup. And wait a minute, Dave. Wait a minute, the AOA World Champion Dave is beginning to make his way down to the ring. A2J is seeing him. And here he is. And A2J clearly isn't backing down here. But you gotta ask, what's the word and the purpose of this? I mean, of course, A2J has had a grueling match with Sean Wright. Now, of course, the world champ. Not in a match himself because, reasons. Why would he want to do that? I mean, not like he's a part of the job or anything. But whatever. Dave, always walking around here like he got this, like he got this, this immunity from stuff. Just because he's the world champion and he's Mr. Bloomberg's buddy, so he probably does have a little bit of immunity, safe to say. But you're going to come out here and you're going to attack one of your challengers who just had a grueling match. Instead of challenging him one-on-one like a man, you've got to go around this. I mean, David just, oh man. David definitely trying to weaken the playing field. We're breaking boundaries. He has to defend the world championship again. A2J. Man. Just a vicious. That's a vicious assault here from Dave. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Look at that. The fourth with this power bomb. Absolutely drilling A2J into the floor. Oh, no. Now, Gonna proceed, catching them with a choke slam off the steps that time. A2J was victorious, but Dave sent a loud and very clear message. And the question is, if he retains that Breaking Boundaries, who is he gonna face? Because the winner of the World Championship match at Breaking Boundaries will face the winner of this match here. Will it be Darren? Will it be Johnny Rivers? We're going to find out tonight in our main event. And we are about to hear from Johnny Rivers just now. We're about to hear from Johnny Rivers momentarily. One match away. One match to solidify myself as the top guy. One match to solidify myself as a top contender here in AOA. Listen, Darren, you and I have been around these parks before. Back when you were the world champion. And I remember that match so vividly because I was so close to beating you that night and becoming the world champion, but it just wasn't meant to be. And yet here we are, round two, where the winner becomes number one contender. Darren, lightning isn't going to strike twice in the same place. Darren, you are going to have to go to limits that you wouldn't normally go to beat me. Every time you hit me, I'm going to get back up. You can kick me in the mouth. You can break my jaw tonight for all I care. I'm going to still keep fighting. Because you don't know how long I've waited for this. I'm not saying you haven't had your adversity because you have. I'm not saying that you're one of the best here because you are. But tonight, I'm just going to be that much better. And tonight, you're going to hear the winner and the new number one contender for the AOA World Championship Wrestling Greatest Gift, Johnny Rivers. And there's nothing you or anyone else can do about it. Strong word from Johnny. Very strong word from Johnny, but the question is that going to be the case? We will see. Johnny Rivers versus Darren in our main event. But coming up next, we have women's action. We have the debut of Miss Jasmine Rage, and she will be taking on Eve Tarleton. I think Jasmine Ray definitely got this bizarre look about her. I will give her that. Not a lot is known about Miss Jasmine Ray, to tell you the honest truth here, but I mean, I'm sure she's looking to. Okay, I don't know if laughing would be the best idea, because something doesn't look right. Something looks a little bit off here about Miss Jasmine Ray. But nonetheless, making her AOA debut here tonight, facing Eve Tarleton, a woman who's probably, trying to find herself, find her place in this women's division. She kind of got in the face of Carolyn Amber, but kind of, got what was coming to her. As a result of that, lost a very competitive match against Miss Carolyn Amber, mind you. But let's see how she does tonight against Miss Jasmine Rage. And, again, especially when you got someone who's making their debut, you definitely don't want to underestimate them, because you don't really know what they are about. You don't really know what they are capable of. We're going to see how this goes for Miss Eve Tarleton tonight. And I kind of really don't get this whole aura that Eve has about her. I mean, she kind of walks around the locker room like she got this swagger, this demeanor of like no one's on her level and such. She almost got like that bully mentality, if that makes sense. I've seen her go up to some of the younger people in the locker room and say, "Hey, you know what it's like to be a women's champion?" "No, because I have." And she's a former MBW women's champion. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but like, come on. This is AOA. I mean, no disrespect to MBW. I mean, because we've had some great people come from their academy and come from that company. I mean, heck, Darren Tarleton, her husband, the former world champion. Definitely one of those people, and right now, it seems like the ego is kind of run in the Tarleton bloodline, that much I will say. Right now, Eve is getting that ego checked here. Jasmine is putting in work here on Eve. Ooh. A shot right to the back there. Look at that. This is what I say, don't underestimate people. Bulldog. Jasmine is firing on all cylinders right now against Eve. Eve might want to find a way to get back in this thing. And look at Jasmine going to work. Jasmine is just going a little off the deep end here. Ooh. Into the chest. I mean, just scrapping. I mean, forget the wrestling, man. Just dropping her right there and telling Eve to bring it on. Telling Eve to bring it on, and she is. Ooh. Jasmine is bringing it on anyway. Knee right to the ribs. Staying with her, staying right on top of her. And the Russian leg sweep there. Staying right on top of Eve. I'll give props. Jasmine is not letting up in the slightest here. And apparently from... Oh, she did. Okay, apparently I was thinking... Oh! You hear that powerbomb? Good. But apparently, from my understanding, I mentioned that ego thing that I mentioned before regarding Eve. Apparently, Jasmine was one of the people that heard all that stunt, all that flexing, whatever you want to call it, that Eve was doing, and she went to the GM and said, "Okay, for my debut match, give me her." So here we are. Ooh. Oh! Goodness! This is not looking too good for Eve, as he just went spine first right into that barricade. And I'm telling you, I don't think Jasmine was too keen on all that backstage flexing and stuff that Eve was doing, and I don't blame her. Especially someone if you're new, you're still trying to find your footing, find your bearing and everything. You got someone walking around strutting and flossing. If you think you can shut them up, you're going to take the opportunity. And I guess they were willing to give the match to her. This is not looking too good for Eve. Look at this. Choke slam. Jasmine with a choke slam. Putting down Eve. And now, even though the world of... Oh, wait. Got her around the neck again. Going for thinking about maybe that choke slam again. But Eve is not going to let that happen. Great drop kick and a shooting star headbutt. Well, I don't get what's up with it. Darren's cocky and got his ego about him. And Eve is the same way, apparently. Slap to the face and the poison rod. I don't know what it is. He's got the capability to just stunt and flex and do all this other stuff. Has disrespect in the offense, but can follow it up beautifully. And she followed it up beautifully there. Nice elbow drop. And Jasmine. That thing's considered. Now Eve. On her up to her feet. Look at this. That's a flip. Right to a power. Now Eve finally getting some inkling of offense here and realized she got to put this thing away. She was in trouble just a moment ago. And close to a 2 count, but not exactly. 1.9 almost. I'm sure what Eve is looking for is the 3 count. And look at that. Beautiful handspring, head scissors. And down goes Jasmine. This isn't looking too good right here for her. And look at that. Let's not underestimate the strength of Eve there. Awesome Jasmine around like that. Taking her by the head. Head and neck, and Eve now going up top. Here we go, shooting star press. Beautiful work immediately into the cover. Referee taking a half a second too long to get down there too. And Jasmine was able to kick out at 2. Eve getting a little bit frustrated. Referee kind of reassuring Eve that, hey, that was a 2. Get used to it. Get over it. Eve being the veteran that she is, is definitely going to follow suit. You know, it's kind of sad though. I mean, you got someone who's a veteran like Eve walk around with an ego about it. I mean, I get it. You know, you kind of earned your spot, you crawled through the mud and you did your thing, but, and build up the young people. Build up the young talent here. Especially since one of the young talent has been kind of taking you to the limits here in this matchup. And Miss Jasmine Rage has been doing that here. Great swinging that breaker. Jasmine's in her bag. Jasmine is beginning to cook now. Here we go. Dumping her right on her head. Dumped her right on her head. And Jasmine now calling Eve up to her feet. Going for the clothesline. Ducks underneath it. And wait a minute, Eve. Locking in that crossface. Used that crossface very effectively. Has gotten people to tap out before. And Jasmine is trying to crawl her way towards the bottom ropes. And she makes it. Makes it to the bottom rope. But how much did that take out of Jasmine Rage? And Eve now lining her up off the rope. Superman for Superwoman punch, I guess. Great punch there by Eve. And look at that. Face crusher putting her down. Beautiful work right there, Eve. She usually have wrapped people up with that move before. She does it this time. Talk about cutting it just a little too close. If you are Eve. That was cutting it close. Oh, now, of course. Now she's going to beg the ref to raise her hand. Like, come on. Come on. Okay, we get it. You won the match. See what I mean? She got an ego problem. I mean, Jasmine was so close to turning her up. I mean, we cannot sit here and deny her. So close.
Look at those two.
Speaking of someone that got an ego problem, a women's champion.
Those two really think they can stack up to me. Those two really think they have what it takes to be in the women's division. As long as I'm here, there is no one in this world who is going to stop me. There is no one in this world who is on my level. And Carolyn Amber, let me just tell you that at Breaking Boundaries, you're going to what? Beat me? You're going to what? Cheat again? Is that what you're going to do? Miss Wilcox, let me tell you something. You ducked me before. You cheated me out of my championship before. But when I get you in the ring, it's over. And Madison, let me just say that she is going to be a non-factor. How? You'll see how. But at Breaking Boundaries, you can kiss that women's championship goodbye. And you will fade away.
Miss Wilcox might want to watch who she's messing with. As Carolyn Amber, her challenger, is not playing any game. Yo, so let me get this straight. Work Alive's over. I still got some unfinished business with Dave. So is that going to happen next week or what? Mr. Tarleton, who do you think you are walking into this office making demands? Do you not have any respect? Well, no, I've never really been the type to have respect for authority, and I for sure haven't had respect for you since you cost me the World Championship. So I'm just going to ask this question again. Do I have a match with Dave next week or not? Well, Mr. Tarleton, no, you will not have your match with Dave next week. And I can promise you that tonight, if you do anything stupid or you do anything reckless, you will be suspended. Mr. Bloomberg, if you really think that I care what you have to say, if you really think that I'm just not going to do what I wish anyways, you don't know who you're dealing with. You see, I march to the beat of my own drum, whether you follow along with the music. That's on you. You know, Darren never been the one to care for authority. I get that, I know that, but let me just say this, Darren. Please don't do anything stupid, please. But then again, if we follow along with the music or not, that's on us. Anyway, and speaking of champions, let me go and address that Carolyn situation real quick. Miss Wilcox was running her mouth a good bit. And she did duck Carolyn a few weeks ago. Because Carolyn was supposed to face her for the Women's Championship, but Miss Wilcox no-showed. So apparently if she no-showed that Breaking Boundaries, she's going to be stripped of that Women's Championship. And Madison might want to sleep with a couple of eyes open here. Madison's been causing a whole lot of headache for Carolyn. That much I can say. So Madison, sleep with one eye open. Miss Wilcox, you might want to be careful. And Darren, please don't do anything stupid. Anyway, speaking of champions and championships and everything, Adrian Oxley making his way down to the ring here, the current AOA United States champion, is probably thrilled knowing that he doesn't have to defend that championship against Sean Wright at Breaking Boundary. Because admittedly, what Adrian's been saying about Sean is kind of correct. Sean hasn't been all there mentally, and it caused him to lose matches, and it probably doesn't help his case that he lost another match tonight. So let's see if Adrian Oxley can kind of, set that example per se, going into Breaking Boundary. But the question is, who is he even facing tonight? Because we don't even know. Adrian doesn't know. I don't know. Not many people know. So we're gonna see who's in store for the AOA United States champion here. The set to rock and roll for singles action. I wish Adrian the best of luck, especially when you never know who your opponent is. So let's see how he does tonight. I mean, he kind of got a random mouth and got caught by Mac Wolf a couple of weeks ago. So let's see if he learns. Oh snap! Speaking of learn, yo. Jay Morgan's back, baby! Jay Morgan is back! And Adrian Oxley was the man who beat Jay Morgan back at Next Level for the AOA United States Championship. And Morgan is back on a mission. Adrian did all this talking about him doing what he had to do to Jay Morgan, hitting him with a vertebra breaker like 5 or 6 times. That was unnecessary. And a couple of them being on a steel chair. I don't know how that's all that necessary, but Morgan's back, and it looks like he's about to get a little bit of retribution here on Adrian Oxley, starting this thing off hot. And Morgan is feeling it, getting his hand on the man that took him out of action for over a month. As a result, Referee had a count of 5, and this matchup has not gotten in the ring yet. Oh, right into the apron. And Morgan, all he's going to do is just break the count. Holy smoke, welcome back, Jay Morgan. Adrian Oxley got to face the music for all this talk about, if you follow the music, that's on you or whatever. Adrian kind of got to face the music and face what he did to Jay Morgan back at Next Level, who is whipping him and throwing him all around this ring, running elbow drop. And Adrian gets caught back on the inside. And at long last, the match finally gets back in the ring. And Morgan is not letting up in the slightest. Repeated elbow right to the spine. And Morgan, safe to say, he's been wanting to get his hands on some Adrian Oxley here. Oh! Morgan is throwing hands here. Drop kick right to the face. And I think one of those shots may have busted Adrian Oxley. May have busted him open here. Yes it did. But Morgan nonetheless is going to go for the cover anyways. 2 and a kick out at 2. The heart of Adrian Oxley shining through, but he got it. Okay, right to the back of the head. Wow. I'm happy to see Jay back. I really am. I really am. Always liked this guy. Blockbuster. Great middle rope blockbuster. Morgan is feeling. Wait, no, he left the cover up. Oh no. He got some more. Get right to the spine. And now Morgan is unloading here. Adrian needs to get some offense like now. In fact, he should have gotten it a couple minutes ago. This might not last much longer for the United States champion at this rate. Power slam. Man, Morgan's coming back all fired up. I don't blame him, man. Crowd here in Washington lit for it. I'm here for it. You know, someone to kind of shut Adrian Oxley up for the time being. All this talk, all this ego about him. Oh, man, it feels good. Adrian in trouble. Adrian busted open. Look at that. Right form there from Adrian. The kick right to the midsection and repeated shots over there. Adrian finally doing what he can to get back in this one. A solid amount of action we've had so far. And it continues here with a next level rematch right here. What a DDT. Dropping him on the top of his head. Adrian now going up to the middle rope. I'm going to call Morgan up to his feet now. Okay, see what I mean by getting cocky. Forward senton. Adrian Oxley didn't get all of it. It doesn't look like. Hey, wait a minute. Go with that. Got him. Super kick. Faked him out with a super kick. We've seen him do that time and time again. And now we get a front century set him up for that vertebreaker, a.k.a. the Oxley driver. But if it was, or if it wasn't, whatever it was, Morgan countered it. Look at that. Now Morgan showing a little bit of disrespect there. I mean, Morgan's always been a chill, confident, chill dude for the most part. But, when you kind of push him to this level, Morgan can get serious. Morgan can get down and dirty, and Adrian is finding that out firsthand. Now Adrian Oxley going to work on the leg. Leg drop right there. Leg drop right there. Adrian trying to do anything he can to get this match over with, and the kick out at 1, as mentioned. First, I'm not too surprised because Adrian hasn't gotten a ton of offense here in this matchup. He got some good strikes here and there, and looks like he's going to continue with offense. Look at that. Great underhook, fisherman buster. Down he goes. Straight into a cover right there. Beautiful work there, too, with a 2 count that time. And was unable to put away Jay Morgan. Man, this isn't looking too good for Oxley, I can promise you. Right to the back of the head of the Bulldog. And the Bulldog driving him down. Leg drop. And Morgan, notice the only cover that Morgan went. Morgan has only gone for 1 cover in this matchup, and the other cover. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Morgan pounding away at the head and the cut of Adrian Oxley. Throw him off. Man. Clotheslining. You're at how hard Adrian Oxley hit the floor. Man. Morgan continuing. I'm sure Sean is probably loving this. I got a smile on his face backstage just seeing this one. He's kind of living vicariously. No. Come on, Jay. Chill. They got a sledgehammer in hand. And Oxley's laid out and facing the what is this thing? Yeesh. Adrian Oxley starting to get back to her feet. Wait, Morgan got a baseball bat. Morgan got a baseball bat. Oh, man. Right to the back of the head, and this match is instantly thrown out at this point. And I think the reason Morgan let the cover up is because he got to a point where he didn't even care about winning the match at this point. Oh, man. Kicked him right in the face. And Morgan clearly doesn't care about winning, didn't care about winning this matchup. Just cared about hurting Adrian Oxley at this point. Oh no, look at this, the cashing out, dropping him. Cashing out, dropping Oxley. This is not looking good. We need to get some help here for Adrian Oxley. He's getting beat from pillar to post. Morgan now got the baseball bat in hand again. Right to the rim, repeatedly, over and over again. Someone needs to help this man. I'm just saying. Someone really needs to help Adrian Oxley, but I don't think you're going to have too many people who are going to be willing to do that. Oh no, look at it, cashing out for the second time. Down goes Oxley. Morgan is back. Morgan is fired up. Morgan just destroyed. Oh, come on. And one more shot for the road. Oh, man. Oh, man. Adrian Oxley is left in a heap. An absolute. Oh, man. He's left in a bloody heap on top of that. Goodness. It's not looking too good. Oh, man. Jeez. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we got medic. We got medics on the way right now. Morgan is left, and we got that's the medic. They're on the other side of the ring, attending to Adrian Oxley, and they're quickly, kind of getting him out of here fast as they can. And thank goodness. I mean, props to the medics. They were to get Oxley out of here fast as possible, man. We got to move on. Oh man. I mean, you gotta just. Yeesh. That was ugly. Woo. Man. Move on, ladies and gentlemen, to some tag team action, I guess. Good to Disciples. Ace Stone and JH3 takes on Age of Persuasion and tag team action. And we got some help for Adrian Oxley, getting him the heck up out of Dodge. I think they even took him to the crowd. I believe they took him to the crowd here, ladies and gentlemen. Just get him out of there as fast as possible. They didn't care how they did it. They just had to get him out of there. But anyways, switch to Disciple. They face 2 Squad Up in a tournament finals match. At Breaking Boundaries, where the winner will challenge Black Assassin for the AOA Tag Team Championship during night 1 of the action draft that will be taking place after Breaking Boundaries. I'm sure the Switcher Disciples, I'm sure they could care less where they end up in relation to that draft, just as long as A, they're holding the tag team titles, and B, they're holding tag team titles of some sort, and B, well, they get to still be together and make everybody that they come across fade away. And I'm sure the Switcher Disciples actually, they feel that they're being a little bit disrespected. They're apparently feeling that they are being disrespected by 2 Squad Up, feeling like JB is more concerned with what's happening with Jackson Wade than facing 2 of potentially the most dangerous guys in the industry currently. And here it comes. The Age of Persuasion making their way to the ring. Young Lee and Tennessee, 2 former AOA Tag Team Champions, and have a long reign with those titles, admittedly. But ever since Season 2 began, towards the tail end of Season 1 and Season 2 began, they've been trying to find themselves again, trying to find their footing once again, and they got a great chance to do that tonight against the Twisted Disciples. They got a great chance to do that. Will they get it done? We'll see, and who knows, maybe this draft might be beneficial for them. To say the honest truth, I mean, But, sometimes you change of scenery helps, change of, location helps. So, maybe during the draft, if they get drafted, to AOR, and talk about a boost for AOR personally. I mean, because even though Young Lee and Tennessee haven't been doing the greatest, they are a very competent tag team, which I think we're about to see a great example of that here in this match against the Twisted Disciples here. Are they going to pull it off? That's a different story. And Ace Stone usually start out these tag matches, and we can start out once again against Young Lee here, and here we go. Matchup is underway, and look at that. Young Lee instantly going to that striking game. Not going to waste time, not even going to attempt to do this whole chain wrestling thing. Just going to get right into it. Bring the fight here to Ace Stone, who rolls to the outside. Wasn't ready for that initial striking onslaught. Young Lee is going to come right back at him. And try it again. And, beautiful Japanese arm drag, putting him down. Oh, a drop kick. We're not dropping Ace Stone. Ace Stone does got a good base. I'll give him that. Oh, right to the mouth. Hard kick. Right to the mouth. And look at this. Young Lee's kind of frustrating Ace Stone here in the early going. And look at that. Now he tried to get the jump on him again. Look at Young Lee moving here. Took out JA3 on the floor. Bandit fly right there. Down goes Ace Stone. And Twisted Disciples in a bit of a rough spot here. And Ace Stone. Really a brawler getting out-striked here. Young Lee, look at this. And look at this. Talk about frustrating this man to all get out here. And he does a good job of doing that once again. The strike combination is mentioned. Oh! Tennessee, a former AOA Tag Team Champion. Looking to get back to the top of the mountain again. Tag is made. Here we go, off the ropes. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful work. Down he goes. Going to go straight to the cover. Not a bad idea. Look at that. Only one count, but good job on the part of Young Lee nonetheless. Playing some solid defense. I know personally you can take a lot more than that. Put down the Twisted Disciples. They have some tough, vicious dudes. And when they get the ball rolling, they are pretty difficult to stop. Ooh. Yep, DDT from this stuff. Hagen made instantly to JA3. Now here's the striker for the... Oh, look at that. Immediately jumps in right into a Meteora. Going for the cover immediately. Talk about catching somebody unaware. And props to the awareness of Tennessee, who's showing off a little bit of that power game. Ooh, into the midsection. That butt right there, right to the skull. Hagen made. Here comes Young Lee. Bring him off the rope. Here we go. Double shoulder tackle again. Worked the first time pretty effectively against Ace Stone, and it ain't broke. Why not fix it? Why fix it? Stunner. Now goes J3 immediately into the cover. Goes Young Lee. Only get the one count. And again, J3 pretty fresh in this matchup, so I'm not too surprised there. The result of that. J3. Oh, trying to go with that jumping knee strike already. Wasn't able to get it. Look at this. Young Lee swinging him through. Beautiful job picking him. Hurricane Rana. 2. Oh, kick out at 2 there. We got that 2 right there. Kick right to the midsection. Pushing them off. He was ready for that. Trying to go for a drop kick. Young Lee was ready for it. And now the 2 striker of the team. This is the guy that can feel to strike. To go strike for strike. Whip. Oh, man. Whip J at 3. But then again, if you get your jaw kicked off like that, then I don't believe it's going to help your chances. And what a counter from J3, sending the throat of Young Lee whiplashing all across the rope there. And now this allows for the Twisted Disciples to take firm control of this one. Now look at this. And now, of course, and of course, the illegal tactic there from the Twisted Disciples paying off. And, and I don't mean to disrespect this guy at all, but, you also got the big man Colin Kane on the outside of the ring. Maybe at next level. And team with the Twisted Disciples to take on the team of Forsaken Reaper and Chaos. And what a vicious knee strike by Ace Stone. Continue to put in work. I told you there was that one counter from JA3 that we just saw a moment ago. That really turned the tide for this one. In the favor of the Twisted Disciples. And now, you can kind of just sit back and watch these guys take over. Oh, wait. I was about to say sit back and watch these guys take over, but never mind that. Look at this. Lee trying to roll him up here. Tenshi getting in the ring immediately, playing some defense. Ace was able to kick out. German suplex though. And look at this. Poison Rana to Ace Stone. And look at that. JA3 getting that combo put on him. But there goes Colin Kane, as I mentioned, being the difference maker. Half and half suplex. Down goes. Down goes. Young Lee. Now wait a minute. Ace Stone setting up for the broken wheel. This might be the end of Young Lee right there, and no, he was able to sidestep and get out of things. He was able to sidestep right there and get out of that predicament. Tag made. Here comes Tenshi back in. Here we go. On a whip, right to a powerbomb. Down goes. Down goes Ace Stone. Down goes Ace Stone, and Tenshi got him lined up in the cycle for that vicious forearm, but Ace Stone was able to counter it. Knockout shot there. Tenshi would have had that move connect, but it wasn't able to. Wait a minute, look at Colin Kane throwing in a steel chair, but he probably didn't realize that the tide has turned, and now Ace Stone is back in control. Tenshi is now in control of Ace Stone here, and look at this, the superplex off the top rope. Well, the use of that chair might want to wait. And then again, if the Twisted Disciples don't mind getting qualified, they can use it. But anyway, straight to the cover goes Tenshi, who isn't looking to get DQ'd, but was looking to get the 3 count and was not able to in that particular resolve. And there goes, there goes Tenshi, removing the steel chair from the equation. And now look at this. Look at Tenshi putting in work. Beautiful swinging network. I'm telling you, you got a competent tag team. They've been trying to find themselves, trying to find their footing, trying to find their bearing, and they've been able to find it without an issue. At least there in this match. They've been doing a great job putting in work. Wait a minute. I thought I was about to see a little something there. I didn't know what was going on for a minute. I kind of started looking JA3 Live. Really had something in mind there, but Tenshi able to use that power, and look at that now. Look at that now. Young Lee was kind of worn out there on the apron. Ooh, they boot to the face. Ace Stone trying to fight out of the corner. And let's not dispute this guy. He can hang. He can hang there as an individual star. And the shot there, the cheap shot almost, you can say, to Young Lee, not really necessary, but full show effective. Man. I'm a suplex. Now goes Tenshi, and here we go. Setting up for the broken wheel. Young Lee still on the outside. Broken wheel right to the side of the head. Broken wheel right to the side of the head immediately into the cover here. And Young Lee able to kick out at the last moment. Young Lee able to break it up at the last moment. Poison Rana. Down goes. A super kick. Down goes Ace Stone off the Poison Rana. But a super kick drops Young Lee. Now wait a minute. Now JA3 sitting there thinking that jumping knee strike. It missed. He wasn't able to get it. Down goes JA3. And now Tenshi, German suplex. Tenshi with that German suplex. Down goes Ace Stone. Now we get a set up for that forearm, and he got it. Decked him right in the mouth. Forearm, he got it. He nailed it. He nailed him. 2. That was close. That was so close. They almost had it. Right there. Uppercut. Right hand from Tenshi. Look at that. Repeated kick right to the corner. Now he goes. Off the rope. A drop kick right to the chest. Knee strike there, keeping JA3 on the floor. Beautiful work. Wait a minute, Colin Kane causing a little bit of a distraction there, a momentary distraction, but it's not going to allow, not going to let these two guys slip, and not going to let these two guys, slip and fall off their game. Wait a minute. The double team again. Beautiful work. Down goes. Down goes Ace Stone. And wait a minute. Look at this. Oh, JA3. Diving head first. Right into it. Gotta go for a jumping knee strike. He missed. Gotta go for a jumping knee strike. But after that initial attack. Oh, man. It left him groggy. Oh, now wait a minute. Oh, jumping knee strike. Jumping knee strike by JA3. Broken will by Ace Stone. And oh, wait a minute. Tennessee with a shot throwing off. Throwing off Ace Stone. We're going to go broken will him right in the side of his head. But great counter. Oh, wait, great counter right there from Ace Stone. Staying into one discus punch. Dropping Tennessee as well. And wait a minute. Look at this. Going to follow suit. Hurricane Rana immediately. This might be Colin Kane. Colin Kane getting involved. JA3 now getting involved. And twisting. Oh, the jumping knee strike didn't connect all of it. Looked like he caught him in his shoulder. In his shoulder right there. And of course, that's the result. JA3 provided the distraction. Was led him wide open to get. Oh, wait a second. He was thinking about that twisting tension. Great counter. Look at this. Poison Rana from Young Lee. Going up top here. This isn't looking too good for him. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Look at this. JA3 trying to get involved. JA3 tried to get involved. It backfired. Down goes JA3 on the floor. Inverted Phoenix Splash. Straight into the cover here. They may have it. They may have to win it. No, they do not again. What? Wow. What a matchup these two teams have been putting on. And Young Lee feeling like he can end this one. Gotta go for thumbnail. Oh, great counter from Ace. No, look at Ace kind of showing off. All right. This right hand again. Oh, losing my voice. These two teams have been going off here. Look at that. Faithful. Down he goes. Oh, man, now look at this. Oh, German suplex. He's going to nail it. He does. Nails the German suplex, but that's the smart. Wait, no, going to throw him off into the rope. Okay, interesting. Let's throw him into the corner here. Tag. Wait a minute. Roll through. Look at that. Double super kick. Wait a minute. Double leg takedown. JA3 firing away. Takedown. JA3 firing off here. Oh, hit down Tennessee. Tennessee was told to sit down somewhere with all of that. And now, drop kick there. JA3. Trying to end this one. Looking to end it, soften him up a little bit more. Snapmare, kick right to the spine. Oh, now he got it. In his side. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! There he goes. That might be a wrap. German suplex. That's a wrap. That's a surefire wrap. German suplex. And he's going to finally hit it. Broken will right there. You heard the energy. And this crowd just completely leaves talking junk. With the decisive win. And just like that, the energy in the crowd left the building as the Twisted Disciple pick up the win. I mean, what a win. What a win for these guys. I'm not even about to knock that. What a win. What a outing. They ain't just waiting. Wasn't able to get the job done. And then putting things. Oh, wait a minute. What the world? There's Darren. Darren is attacking Dave with a fire extinguisher. What's so much for him not doing anything stupid? And ladies and gentlemen, our main event is next. Ooh. But now he's getting his shots in. getting his shots in on Dave. And apparently, oh man, throwing him right into that locker. Super kick. Super kicking him again. Well, so much for Darren. Not doing anything dumb or stupid. But I think for a career move, this might be the last night that we're going to see Darren Carlson here. I'm sure Mr. Bloomberg is about to be a man of his word and suspend this man. So Darren is in a main event next. But, oh, right to the back of the head. Oh, goodness, again. Assaulting Dave. Beating him senseless with a steel chair. And Darren, of course, doing things his way. You can't really fault the guy. GTF. And he's not going to get his match with Dave, but he is going to get a piece of Dave as he prepares for the main event. My goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Breaking Boundaries is coming up soon. All Out Action and All Out Revolution are going to be sharing the same roof. It's going to be the first time we have a joint production pay-per-view. And this card is looking to be off the hook. As announced earlier in the week, and as mentioned earlier tonight, it will be Sean Wright versus Adrian Oxley, non-title. But as Adrian is currently getting stitches placed in his head, is he going to be able to take on Sean Wright? I mean, we saw the aggression that Jay Morgan was able to put on Adrian. Just imagine what Sean is willing to do. And then we also see 2 Squad Up versus the Twisted Disciples Tag Team Tournament Finals. Apologies there, don't know what happened there. But nonetheless, we just saw the Twisted Disciples put on an impressive performance. Are they going to be able to do it again at Breaking Boundaries against 2 Squad Up? Will they make 2 Squad Up fade away? Or will 2 Squad Up be ready for the Twisted Disciples? And then for the AOR Tag Team Championships, it will be Wolfpack versus the Millennium Riders. And we thought the past week on AOR, the Millennium Riders seem to be lacking respect for Wolfpack. Are they going to regret that decision? Are the Millennium Riders the future of the tag team division? We're going to find out at Breaking Boundaries. And then the AOR Women's Championship is on the line, and Gloria faces Carmen. Now, I will say, Carmen has been on top of her A game, but Gloria is not going to let this opportunity slip by. Will Gloria be the one to defeat Carmen and end this reign that Carmen has been on? Or will Carmen just show off her dominance once again? And then another matchup from AOR. This one getting a little bit personal here. Last woman standing, Ashley Knight, Chloe Sharp. This started from the AOR Women's Championship, but this is boiled over into something a little bit more personal than that. I am worried about the health of both women and who's going to be the last woman standing in New York. And then as confirmed also on AOR, it will be Nate Shield versus Jackson Wade, AOR World Championship on the line. And I will say Nate finally gets the chance to become a world champion, but is he going to take the title from a hungry, determined, will-driven, focused Jackson Wade at Breaking Boundaries? We will find out. And then the AOA World Championship will be on the line. A2J, Dave, and Mac Wolf. Dave sent the message to A2J earlier in the night, but at Breaking Boundaries, he got to deal with Mac Wolf as well. So who will be leaving New York? The AOA World Champion, and also one more championship match that, the graphic is being in the works for. Carolyn Amber versus Miss Wilcox. Miss Wilcox ducked Carolyn Amber previously. So the question is Miss Wilcox going to pay for her actions, pay for ducking Carolyn Amber, especially with the role Carolyn has been on? Will she be able to beat Miss Wilcox for the AOA Women's Championship? Again, that graphic is currently in production, so we will definitely show it when it is finished. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down. It is time for Johnny Rivers versus Darren Tarleton, with the winner will face the winner of the Breaking Boundaries Triple Threat match for the World Championship. This person will be next in line for the World Championship. The match was supposed to happen last episode, but thanks to Mr. Lorenzo Sampson, that match was not able to take place. Unfortunately, we're able to have this matchup here tonight. And we heard from Darren earlier in the week. Named big room, small room, or even his own backyard. And Johnny Rivers won't be able to beat him. So, I'm pretty confident. But we also heard the confident word from Johnny, sitting there saying that this is the match where he makes the name for himself, where he makes, where he makes the name for himself as a main event guy, as a main event star. And admittedly, Rivers has been so close. And he was so close to beating Darren in their previous encounter for the World Championship, but just wasn't meant to be that night. So this is round 2 for Johnny. Can he beat Darren? But then the better question is, can he then go on to be whoever the world champion is? We got to get past Darren first, and knowing Darren and knowing his mood, and knowing how he's feeling, especially after just beating down Dave just a minute ago, I can promise you, it ain't about to be looking good for Johnny Rivers. So he might not want to take this matchup lightly. I don't believe that he is. But just in case he is, you might not want to. This man is on a mission tonight. Aaron Tarleton, the former AOA World Champion, and it's still crazy that I have to sit here and say that. He lost the World Championship thanks to being robbed by Mr. Bloomberg and Dave back at Conquer All. His rematch at Next Level ended via disqualification thanks to outside involvement from Lorenzo Sampson. And so Darren is on the hunt to get back the championship that first he never rightfully lost in the first place. And then second was robbed of the second he had the chance to earn it back. Come on, man. I can see their frustration. I can see why he wants. I can see absolutely why he has unfinished business with Dave. But now he attacked Dave, so most likely at some point they're going to be getting suspended. So Darren might want to win this matchup here to kind of preserve his job at this point. And nonetheless, the main event's underway. Aaron Tarleton versus Johnny Rivers. This should be a stellar contest. So if you watched up to this point, thank you. And again, if you haven't done so, feel free to click the like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon. That way you don't miss another AOA, AOR, or TNA upload. A clean break from these two to start off. She's looking eye to eye, nose to nose. These two ain't backing down. They're taking their time though. Ain't got to rush. Not on a time limit. Not on any type of, not on any type of time limit. And go at their own pace. Oh, well, ooh. It's hard to show that disrespect. I was mentioning during the match with Eve earlier, that disrespect kind of runs into the ego, kind of runs into the bloodline of the Tarletons here. And for the second time in this matchup, they're kind of trying to get in the head of Rivers, and he might have done that. And Rivers just tried to go in headstrong against him, and it backfired. And now kind of waiting for Johnny to get back up to his feet, and he does. And look at that, trying to go for something there. Johnny catching him with a forearm, and now Johnny's striking away here. I don't blame him. After getting kind of disrespected both times. Ooh, and following. Oh man, and following up with the combination. Darren also said something interesting. He said something pretty interesting. He told Johnny that he was going to treat him like his son. He was going to show him the ropes, show him the ways, and hoping that one day Johnny can excel and do great. But that won't happen until Darren Tarleton is gone. So, talk about a guy that kind of knows how good he is and is not afraid to let the world know about it. I got a guy that, as mentioned before, got a lot of ego surrounding him. But in that same vein, you can maybe say, oh, he's probably taking Johnny Rivers lightly. No, that's the thing about that. You see, oh man. Speaking of lightly, there wasn't nothing light about that elbow. He just decked him right in the mouth. But that's the thing about Darren I was mentioning. He's cocky. Let's make no bones about it. ever since he won that world championship at Dead on Arrival, and especially the way he won it, winning 2 matches in the same night, Darren has developed this ego, like he developed one of the biggest egos in AOR, in All Out Action. But then again, that probably does transcend. All Out Action and All Out Revolution, Darren probably has one of the biggest egos. But by that same virtue, River definitely got one of the biggest hearts that we have seen probably across both shows too. And I say that in no disrespect to our All Out Revolution counterpart. With DDT right there. But I was saying, given how Darren won the match and everything, I can see why that world title was causing him to get a little bit, big-headed. I can absolutely see that. But to say you're gonna, kind of treat someone like you're their son, man, I mean, come on. As a man, you got to do something about that. And Johnny Rivers is definitely doing something about that, because I'm sure he heard those comments and looking to pick up the win right there and only gets a 1 count. To the back there, and Darren Tarleton rolls to the outside, and now Darren got this look of almost a little bit shocked, as you may say. Well, probably wasn't expecting that type of fire out of Rivers. Given how passionate he was, and also given Darren's comments, I would be surprised if he was thinking anything different, and these two locking up for the 3rd time. Technically, we're not for the 3rd time, but back at it again with the chain wrestling. I disrespect, and now these two, I think these two are finally about to really let things go, let go, and get into it. Big hammerlock there. Great wrist lock, sorry. And the hammerlock into the side headlock by Rivers, and look at this now, Rivers taking him down. And Jocks is going to find their footing early. Beautiful. Oh, man. Stiff right hand from Darren, but they counter from Johnny Rivers, who catches them with a clothesline. Darren now rolls to the outside again. And, he's trying to go for it. And trying to grab it. It really worked there. And that time, Johnny tried to do what his buddy ATJ did earlier and step out of the way. Darren did catch him a little bit, caught him right in the back there, which that will allow Darren Tarleton to take control. And the German suplex. Setting them off into the rope. Something tells me these two guys are about to really leave it all out here in the ring. And that look that prep from Darren. We saw River do it earlier. Obviously Darren do it to succession. Putting in work there. They counter from River to repeat a shot to the midsection. And all fine first right to the corner. An opportunity at the World Championship is on the line. So of course these two not about to let up here. The tornado DDT from River. And then back up, springboard blockbuster. Right into the cover. Not a bad idea. They have it right here, and they need 2 count. Going right there. And River in the ring with some of the back here and All Out Action. And wait a minute, Johnny Rivers now. Wait a minute, Johnny lining up for the super kick, and I don't think that was a wise move, bro. I mean, I get it. You want to put this matchup away, but did you not think someone like Darren would be ready for that? That's your mind if you're thinking now. And so now that allows Darren to take control. Oh, trying to go for a super kick of his own. Johnny was able to sidestep it. And now Johnny taking control of the mishap. A couple of strikes off there. The crowd here in Washington on their feet for this. And they're about to see something great here. And the crowd has been lit all night for real. And wait a minute. Johnny going up to the top rope, and look at the explosiveness of Darren there. Exploding with a belly-to-belly suplex. Shooting star press immediately into the cover here. Got a 2.5. That explosiveness of Darren paying off, and just drops him with the belly to belly, and now Darren can properly follow up here. The right hand again. Slides out. Wait a minute. Look at that. Great, oh man, great rebound. Beautiful rebound from there. Ooh, right hand and Darren dropped him to his knee. Oh, knee strike right there. And Darren, he got no problem. He'll strike with you. But let's not underestimate this guy. He can wrestle. He can wrestle. Johnny's gonna be more. I could probably see Johnny being a little bit more technical than Darren here in this matchup. And I'm not saying that again. I'm not saying that to say Darren can't wrestle. I'm not saying none of it. But I'm saying, Darren has developed more of an aggressive style within just the past few months here. And now we're seeing Aaron Tarleton go up top. Here we go. Knee strike. Into the top rope and it paid off. There's a knee strike right there. Going to go straight into the cover. A bad idea. No, they kick out at 2.5. Again from Johnny Rivers. What a contest this has been. What contest this has been up to this point. As mentioned, these two guys even all in the ring pretty much. Oh, top up power slam. Wait a minute till we see Darren use that. And did it perfectly right there. Hip toss hitting him over. And he's hitting that away game right now. Maybe you can say Darren can't miss. And the second I say he can't miss, he missed the strike. They're going to follow up. And ladies and gentlemen, you just saw a perfect example of why saying someone can't miss is one of the stupidest catchphrases to come in this modern era. But nonetheless, half and half suplex off the top rope. Straight into the cover. I'm sorry, I hate that. Anyway, 2 and a kick out of I'm sorry, I hate that phrase. I really do. And someone can't miss. Yeah, they can. We're live, we're human, it happens. I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Anyway. Anyway, whatever, man. Stupid, whatever. Modern society aside. Modern society aside. Let's see what we're getting it here. Great forearm. Good, man. Down he goes. And the discus points him down. Johnny's hurt. He needs to get. Johnny's hurt. Referee. Talking. Second on Johnny's over there. Probably, alerting. Probably alerting Darren that, hey, something's up there. Something's not right with Johnny Rivers. And Darren kind of pacing in the corner. Rivers is climbing up to his feet here. Oh! Look at that. Just the trollish nature of Darren shouting through, ran toward him just to kick him right in the ribs. Trolling. Admittedly, he did his bag in this matchup. Darren is in his bag. He's hitting on all cylinders. Oh! Man, the neck of Johnny Rivers. Right into that middle rope. There now. Oh, crossface. There we go. Crossface is locked in. We saw Eve Tarleton try to use this move earlier. Is it going to work here? Johnny is crawling with every fiber of his being. He is crawling with every ounce of strength that he got. And Darren, look at this. He's trying, but wait a second, let's roll it over instead. Gonna roll it over instead, gonna go for a kick to the side of the head and that miss. And Darren immediately catches him with the forearm, dropping him. Look at this. Oh, gonna go for a cross body. That missed. Work, straight jacket, German suplex. A little fake out there on the part of Rivers, straight jacket, German suplex on the 2 count. It was something that Johnny needed. Johnny needed just a little bit of space. Give the dude an inch. He's about to mess around and take a mile and potentially win this matchup if he can follow up here. Again, what a technical match this has been. And they two are leaving it all in the ring here. Ooh. Wait a minute. Spine buster. Beautiful spine buster. Rivers dropping down there. Straight into the cover. 2. Hart barely got the shoulder up on that. Barely. Any way he could, got the shoulder up. German suplex. German suplex from Johnny Rivers. Forearm. Then trying to go for a clothesline. Wait a second. Look at that. Look at the fake out there from Rivers. Spinning Darren. Flipping him inside out. And now Johnny can take advantage. Corkscrew moonsault. Beautiful. Beautiful. Corkscrew moonsault immediately into the cover here. 2 and all. Hit out at 2. How close was that? And now keeping the distance close. Forearm and then the close one. We're seeing two just great athlete putting work here. All in the name of becoming the #1 contender. Now, Aaron rolls to the outside. Wait a minute. Look at that. Oh. And over a suicide dive, didn't get enough distance as he'd hold, but he caught the knee of Darren. And now this allows for Johnny to fortunately be able to take control. I mean, he fell a little bit short there, but he's gonna let it roll and springboard blockbuster again, and now he's calling it quit, saying it's over. Saying it's over for Darren. Is he gonna hit it? No. You're dealing with Mr. Hashtag KSK from here. I dubbed him that a while ago. And yeah, I think we're seeing why, because Darren knows that move kind of like the back of his hand. Really. Oh! German suplex right there. Now look at this. Darren now back to the crossface. Darren now going right back to that crossface. Tried it the first time. Wasn't successful. Now there's a little bit less distance here. And now he's trying to bring him more towards the middle of the ring. And now to really give him nowhere to go. Crossface, and now there Johnny practically in the middle of the ring at this point. But wait a second, Johnny pulling his weight. Johnny trying to pull himself almost to the other side of the ring. Johnny is pulling himself. Look at this. This is insane. Johnny is practically pulling. He pulled himself from one side of the ring to the other. Talk about resilience. Wait a minute. Johnny set up. Oh, over the silver bullet knee strike and miss. It was over the silver bullet knee strike and miss. And Johnny gonna go immediately right to that knee. Oh, dropped it right to the face right there. And now, wait a minute. Now Rivers gonna continue the offense. Continue to go to work on that knee. Wait a minute. Oh, back to it. Realize he almost got caught with a silver bullet knee strike. And look at it. Single leg Boston Crab is locked in. Single leg Boston Crab is locked in. Darren now is in a very compromising position. He can either tap or he can, he can tap or escape. That's really practically it. He can tap or he can escape. One of the two have to happen for Darren within the next couple of minutes. Darren is crawling. Darren is crawling. Darren is scratching. Darren is doing whatever he can here. And Darren is doing whatever he can. I mean, he's trying. Is he about to... He got to do something here. And Darren was able to roll over, reverse the pressure to get out. And wait a minute. Johnny Rivers kind of using the bottom rope there. A little bit underhanded and meant granted. That much I will definitely say. That was underhanded of Rivers. He's doing what he can. And the effect of his matches is clearly taking his toll on Rivers. Rivers just collapsed. And he made his way back to his feet. Silver bullet knee strike. Got it. He got it. Spot on. Got it. That's a rapid roll. Johnny Rivers had the wherewithal somehow to kick out of that. And they're showing a little bit of that disrespect there with a forearm. Oh, wait, oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed it. He missed the kick. Got to kick Darren's head off. He missed it. Now Darren's about to start hitting on all cylinders. Here we go. Couple of forearms. Rivers is still groggy. You can tell back into the corner. Here we go. Look at this. Trying to go for a bulldog. He missed it. Johnny reversed it. It's somehow, some way, Johnny is still in this matchup. It is beyond me at this point. These two warriors have been putting on a clinic here in our main event. Forearm, hip bump by Johnny. Darren follows suit. Oh, and immediately it backfired on Darren as Johnny about kicked his head off at that point. That counter there. He's just gonna get back in the ring. Not even gonna waste the time. He's gonna get right back in the ring, tossing him to the outside. And now Darren is setting him up. This isn't looking too good for Johnny. Wait, springboard. Oh no! Oh my God! He just knocked Darren's lights out with that super kick. Darren was going for a springboard. Julian Star press. Got his head taken off with a super kick in the second time. Super kick again. Johnny Rivers wins this matchup. Wow. Just incredible. What a win. What a win for Johnny. That was absolutely unbelievable what we just saw. What an effort. Johnny Rivers is the #1 contender. Say what you want about Darren. Say what you want about Rivers individually. But that was a classic of a match. Bravo to oh no.
Darren, you should be thanking me.
Thanking him for what?
Because what was about to happen is Z-Ice and Mr. Bloomberg were going to get on here and suspend you. But I told them not to. Because I want this match as well. So Darren, you're not going to get me next week. You're not going to get me the week after that. But you are going to get me. You're going to get me 3 weeks from now. You're going to get me in 3 weeks. Because we're going to finish this in a match that will prevent every excuse in the book from happening. Because no one's going to get in. It's you, me, a referee, and one man is going to walk out. One man is going to walk out of hell with the win. That's right, Darren. In 3 weeks, you, me, non-title, inside hell, in a cell.
Oh my goodness, what an announcement! So in 3 weeks' time, it will be Darren versus Dave. I don't even care if it's non-title, but Darren versus Dave inside Hell in a Cell, the first ever Hell in a Cell match in AOA history. 3 weeks. 3 weeks from now. Are you kidding me? What a night. What a way to close out. What a matchup we just saw between Johnny Rivers and Darren Tarleton. So, ladies and gentlemen, Hell in a Cell between Darren and Dave is going to be off the hook. Until then, me and Boss and I will holler at you guys later.